Hey, how's it going? This is my second time recording this. I only got about 3 minutes in the first time, but I realized that the software was turned down, so the recording volume was crazy low, and I didn't want to deal with that. Let's get right into this. Week 14, week of consistency. Normally, I talk a recap of what my last week was, but most of this is gonna just be a recap. Uh, it's gonna be somewhat short because of what I want to do after this, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So last week I talked about setting boundaries and setting up my time in a more proactive way and allocating when I want to do different things, planning my weeks out. And this week I committed to it. So on Monday, I went to the gym to get a membership. I re-signed up for my local gym. It's like 2 minutes down the road. I haven't gone in about a year and a half, but I was in the best shape of my life before when I went to it. Um, I have spent time doing both extremes. So when I first moved to where I live now, I didn't have any local friends. I think I've talked about this, but I didn't have any friends in the area, so I didn't do much. For the last year and a half, I've been fully booked with friends and going out and doing things. Now I'm finding that middle ground. So I found time during my week to go to the gym because I've been missing it, and I want to get back in that routine and get back into that healthy lifestyle. And it was supposed to start on Tuesday, but unfortunately, because I got home so late for D&D Monday night into Tuesday morning, I was like comatose by the end of Tuesday workday. So I ended up trying to take a nap, and I napped for like 2 hours, and I just couldn't get out of bed. Luckily, I told myself that April was going to be a big month for me, and Tuesday happened to be March 31st. So I didn't start off the month with a failure. I ended March with one last day of rest. April 1st came around on Wednesday, and I started doing it. I went to the gym after I did board games with friends. Thursday night, I did the same thing. I went after board games. Friday, I went during lunch. Yesterday was my day off, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go today. I was still a bit sore, so I was debating keeping today as a day off and trying to figure it out in upcoming weeks. But as I'll talk about how my schedule for today went, I did end up going. So I've gotten 4 gym trips in about a week or so, which is showing really good consistency. Another thing I was doing, I have been in the past going to bed between 1 and 2 a.m., maybe 12:30 at the earliest, because I get up and I have to go to work, and then after work I hang out with friends. So when I get home, I try to take advantage of those night hours to be able to do stuff that I want to do. But I'm starting to realize that I don't really like that, and I wanted to try to get a better sleep schedule. So what I've done this week, because I finished my last Danganronpa game, I didn't feel the need to be trying to play it at night or anything. Starting Wednesday night, I got home from board games. Finished board games, got home from the gym, and I ate some food, took a shower, and then I sat in bed and I read. I read my book for 30 minutes, an hour, something like that, however long it took me, until about 11:30. And then I went to bed. And I enjoy that so much, getting back into reading, making the time for it. And the series I'm reading right now, I'm thoroughly invested in, which is why I kind of want this to be a short one. And on my drive home today, I was thinking, oh, I can't wait to get home, eat, and then just spend the rest of the night reading. And I went, oh, I do have to make this video journal. So getting through this real quick so that I can go and spend the next 2 hours reading. But yes, spent carving out time at night to read has been really nice, and I've been enjoying it each night so far. So Wednesday I did that, Thursday I did that, Friday I did that. I did that so much Friday that I finished my first book. And then all day Saturday, I kind of woke up, read, ate food, read, took a nap, read, till I finished my book, and I went, oh shoot, I don't have the next one in the series. So last night I bought the next 3. They arrived today. I've started reading them already, and I'm going to continue. And I think by like middle of the week, I'm going to need to buy the next couple as long as I'm enjoying them, because I'm making some serious progress through them, and I'm just having a great time. We kind of touched on it, but sleeping. I've been telling myself that no later than 11:30 will I be laying down, lights out, going to bed. That gives me, on a normal night, 8 hours of sleep. I get up at about 7:30 for work. I can afford to snooze it till 8. So that gives me 8 to 8.5 hours of sleep, and I think that works really well. Assuming that, maybe I don't actually get to sleep till 12:30 and I wake up a couple times. Somewhere between 7 and 8 hours is a really good amount of rest, and I can see it affecting me. I've been waking up in the morning and not feeling super drowsy. So much so that yesterday, on Saturday, I woke up, no alarm. I just woke up at 7:30 a.m. and I was awake and I went through my day. I took a nap in the middle of the day, but I didn't need to. I was just kind of bored, so I did. Today, last night, went to bed, probably got to sleep a little bit past midnight. I could feel myself being awake for a little bit, not able to pass out immediately because of the nap, I think. But went to bed, woke up at 7 a.m. and I just couldn't go back to sleep. I wasn't tired, and I've just been up since 7, so I've been up for 14 hours now. I plan to read for the next 2 hours, and I just felt great. It was amazing waking up at 7 and doing stuff. I actually stayed in bed, and I played on my phone for an hour. And then I got up and I put some anime on while I was sorting through some cards for my Lorcana event today. And then I finished that, and then I went and played on my phone a bit more. And then I finished sorting my cards and watching anime. And then I looked at the time, and it was 10:30. And I thought, there's no way it could be 10:30, because I'm used to waking up at 9:30. So that's just an hour later. But because I woke up at 7, it had been 3.5 hours, and I'd gotten so much done. And so this is where we get into what I did today. I don't remember what I did. I probably, I finished my, actually that's what I did. I watched another 2 more episodes of my anime, finished the season, and then I had a bite to eat. And I looked at the time and it was 11:30. My books said they weren't getting delivered until between 5 and 8. I didn't have to go out till about 3. And I went, how am I going to kill the next 3 hours? I don't really feel like playing games. No one's available. Oh, I know. Screw it. I'll just go to the gym. So I got dressed and I just went to the gym. And I said, I'm a bit sore. Maybe I'll take it easy. And I took it a little bit easy, but I did a full gym workout and I killed an hour and a half of time. Got back home, showered, and hey, in the time I was gone, they delivered my books. So I got to read for an hour before I had to go out again. And I mean, that's really it. I'm looking at the time. I still have another like 3 or 4 minutes I need to kill, so I'll come up with something to talk about. But I'm just really enjoying this feeling healthy schedule. Every time I finish going to the gym, not only do I know that I'm making progress on losing my weight / making my body more how I like it, I know that I'm also just being healthier, and I'm getting into good routines, and it's been a really good feeling to have my nights and my days kind of blocked out with I work, and then I do some sort of hangout with friends, and then I work on myself through working out, eating, showering, and reading. And it lets me get everything I need to do done in a day. And I don't have to feel bad that I didn't take time to play video games or do something at the end of the day, because it's not like I slaved away at work all day. I then went and hung out with friends, or I went to an improv class, or I did all the different things that I normally do. So at the end of the day, I do get to feel good about myself and feel good about what I've done. Looking into this, yeah, I don't know. This is going to be an interesting month. My original plan with my diet was to lose 30 pounds, go from 205 to 175. I think I'm going to have to adjust that a little bit because I'm going to the gym now. I may gain a bit of muscle, and so weight loss might be slower. But instead, and I've never really cared about the number, what I care about is, looking good to myself and feeling comfortable. So I just want to lose the belly fat that I'm staring at right now. Just look a little bit slimmer and feel a bit healthier. I think I'm just barely, I'm either at the very top end or just barely at a little bit overweight for my height and age and weight and all of that. So I'm looking forward to, and I did it last year. I was able to get from 205 to 180, and then I slacked off. Now I plan to get from 205 to 180, 175, and then keep it up. Keep maintaining the diet to just maintain my body weight, keep going to the gym, or at least my body fat. Go to the gym, hopefully get more muscle, hopefully, and then maybe I'll start to pay attention less on the calories specifically, but more what I eat, maybe getting more proteins or this and that. Grow some muscle and just get to be once again in the better shape of my life. Now that I'm halfway through my 20s, I think it's time to start taking control of that. I think the one other thing I'm looking forward to in these upcoming months is just changing myself in certain ways. If I were to really look at it objectively, I'm not a terrible person, but I've noticed some ways that I'd rather like to behave around friends. I'd like to treat them just differently, better in certain ways. I think it just comes down to appreciating them more, and maybe being more excited and open and honest with people. It's something I've been working on. It doesn't have to be anything huge, but I just want to sort of make it more known when I'm with my friends and spending time with them that I really enjoy them. And unfortunately, that goes against the one other thing I'm doing, which is tomorrow, Monday, will be the last day of D&D for a while. It's become way too much to commit to the drive every week. So, in setting boundaries with myself, I will be taking a temporary hiatus while I'm not running my campaign. Recollect myself and see just how worth it is. And it's going to be a big step, but I think it's something very important. This has been a lot of rambling. After about the 7-minute mark, I ran out of things to say, so I've just been bouncing back and forth. Wasn't good planning on my part, but hey, what can you do? I do these in one take for the most part. Anyways, that's going to be all for me. I'm going to go read my book, so have a great week, and I hope you're doing well. See ya!